is everybody doing? We are all set, ready to kick off this brand new day. And what a start to the day it has been. I already locked in a total of $700 this morning. Ow! So, continuing on with the small account challenge, growing the small account every single day, every single week, every single month. I've increased my small account challenge over 100% now, and here is today's trade. As always, guys, I'm always showing you guys my P&Ls, making sure you guys are seeing these and understanding why I'm buying, why I'm getting in at the areas I'm getting. What is something that I've said before in the past, if you guys have been here, especially in the morning, sacrifice sleep for profit. If you guys are willing to wake up early, you guys will be able to make big time money. Now, it's not going to be every single day. It's not, all right, I wake up early, I'm getting profit. But if you sacrifice an hour or two of sleep, you may be able to hit, one of these big time plays, and your play will be coming. There's a lot of money to be made in pre-market. I bought this stock at 809 and I sold this play total at 815. I bought at 809 in 54 seconds, 815 in 53 seconds. This is about 5 to 6 minutes. $700 in about 5 to 6 minutes right here. Now, with that being said, if you guys are, a trader on your own, you guys do this on the side, you guys do this full time, hey, take 5 minutes to wake up, get the crust out of your eyes, hop in on a trade, go back to bed if you want to, right? That's the most beautiful thing, is that there is no set standard job hours for stock trading. It's, when is the spike coming? You nail the spike, go out and enjoy your day. That's one of the best things about it. So why did I buy in on CEI? And CEI has a lot of potential today. We're going to be going over all of it, but I want to make sure you guys understand why I got into my play, how I found my play, why I even looked into this play. Because CEI so far, this stock did go from $2 and spiked all the way up to $2.86. Now, the first things first is that you guys should be fully aware of this play to begin with. Yesterday, we probably spent about an hour to an hour and a half going over what? Our back burner list, right? This is just a screenshot right from your screen of tradecaster.com. And what do we have here? The notepad. I always put my brand new back burner list in the notepad. Same exact thing you guys can do. And we have our brand new back burner list. Great chart setups, just needs news or volume. And where's this play right here? CEI. CEI came out with news today. What else came out with news today? ALT. What else is having a gap up today? AWSM. We put together this back burner list because they all have great chart setups ready to spike. If news comes out, they're going. If they start getting volume, they're going. If for some reason, again, a big time breakout comes, that thing can be a continuation. These are all just great chart setups that usually lead to press releases coming on out. So CEI, this is the play we talked about yesterday, and that's why we put it on our back burner list. Now, why is this a stock that we want to be looking at? Why was it on our back burner list? And it was on our back burner list because this play had a reverse stock split, I believe, 2 days ago, right? Now, when we see stocks have reverse stock splits, July 2nd right here announces approval for a 1 to 25 reverse stock split. We know that usually on the first day of the reverse stock split, we start seeing some falling. CEI is going to have a pullback. We're going to see the stock come back on down. The stock's not going to do too much. Then usually a day after, or maybe 2 days after, they come out with a press release. Now, what does a reverse stock split do? A reverse stock split is going to change the amount of shares offered to the public, which we call the float. So the float's going to get lower. So CEI was, I believe about 6 million or 7 million, even higher. Now it's all the way, I believe, around a 1 million in float stock because it's, much, much lower. If you guys look at Yahoo Finance, CEI right here, CEI's new float is 1 million because the reverse stock split brought it down that low. So CEI, this is a play that was a bigger float, had a reverse stock split, brought it to 1 million in float. Then we already know reverse stock splits usually come out with news about a day or two after. Here it is, July 9th right here. We have announces the acquisition of Linear Star Holdings, and that's why CEI goes on this nice pop and nice climb, right? You can all put the pieces together. Put the pieces together to understand why this play is going on up. Again, a little bit of a recap. We had the back burner list yesterday. We put it on our back burner list because this is a nice mover and just came out with that reverse stock split over on CEI. We saw the reverse stock split that came out on July 2nd. Now, again, the stock dropped down yesterday. I believe the reverse stock split came into effect yesterday. Now, again, as the stock came into effect, it always has a nice little drop down. I know the stock, it's a little hard to see, but we get a nice little drop down, and this is when we start getting a nice rip. Whenever you have a reverse stock split, you usually have 1 or 2 days of red. Another good example of this would be JAGX, as I showed you guys this before. JAGX, if we want to make this chart, you can see JAGX actually came out with a reverse stock split, dropped on down, came out with its news. It spiked about $10. It went from $7 all the way up towards $17 when it came out with its news. All right. So same exact process. If we're looking, I have to make it a little bit smaller. I apologize, but that's just the way the chart is. CEI came out to reverse stock split, dropped down. Couple days later, now news came out on a low float stock. People see this as a bargain price, and they start pushing into it. So I wasn't in on this play early at all either, because July 9th, 8:09 is when the press release came out. All I do is sit here, watch chat, and watch the news streamer. Now, I'll give you guys credit, as I've said before when I first hopped in on this play. Let me see if I can scroll back a little bit. You guys were actually the ones that alerted me on it. So I scroll back. Let's see if I can get back to 8:09. That was pretty long time ago. A lot of alerts gone through here. Here we are. So if we go back to 8:09 right here, I believe Gary was the first one to actually say it. So shout out to Gary right here. And what do we have? 8:09. Gary said CEI news, green penny, CEI news. Then there was news, Max saying CEI news, and that's all at 8:08, 55 seconds, 8:09, 25 seconds. Max saying at 8:10. And you guys are actually the first ones to alert me on this. Right when I saw you guys, looking at it, I looked down towards the news streamer at that time of 8:09, and boom, I saw CEI. The moment I saw that, I just went right into my broker and I just ordered as many CEI as my account could take, and which, because again, I'm on the small account challenge, and that came out to about 3,000 shares. So 3,000 shares, and you could see I got in at 8:09 and 54 seconds, and I got in at 8:10 and 7 seconds. Then, as the stock started spiking on up really hard all the way up here, I started locking some profit out. And I got out at 270, 269, 265, 270, 265, 255, 260, which came to a total profit of the day of what? $700, right? Or you can see right here, P&L on the day, 3,000 shares, $700. Now that's all within the matter of 5 to 6 minutes, team. So, these are all predictable patterns. These are all predictable plays. There is nothing that I did today that you couldn't do, that you couldn't replicate. And that's just because what? That is just because a lot of traders, may have not been ready, may have not been quick enough, may have hesitated a little bit. I saw you guys talking about that, in chat today. And that's the thing. The reason we put, these stocks on the back burner list is if you see them, I don't want you hesitating. If you see these plays, I want you to go, hey, I'm getting in, right? Hey, I'm pulling the trigger. Hey, I'm hopping in on this. Because we already know it has a great chart setup. So the worst, it's going to do is pop up a little bit, right? Even ALT, right? ALT this morning. ALT, this was a stock on our back burner list. And ALT, it's on our back burner list because we have one of those great chart setups. We have a 13 EMA 50-day moving average squeeze right here where the stock, came out with news. This is one of the best one of the best chart setups to really get, a lot of, hot press releases. Right. So I showed you guys this yesterday. Let me go to our breakout. Basically, we're constantly looking for this pattern. We're looking for this pattern of the 50-day moving average coming across, the 13 EMA at the bottom, squeezing these stocks and getting a nice rip up to the top 200-day moving average, right? We're looking for this pattern constantly. And as you guys can see, this is a nice press release chart setup where press releases usually come out. ALT, this is one on our back burner, as we already showed you guys from yesterday. Right. So again, if I bring up the notepad, here's our back burner list right here. ALT. That was one we wanted to focus on. And guess what happened this morning? ALT came out with a press release. And ALT came out with a press release right here at July 9th, signing an agreement to acquire this company. And ALT, if you were able to hop in on this play went from 250 and spiked all the way up to 340. Then it did start having its pullback, couple of spikes here and there, but now it's currently sitting at 285. Regardless, it's still at 14%. If you get in on these plays right away, if it's ALT, you're still up. If it's CEI, you're up, right? And that's why we do the back burner list, the importance behind it. So I want to make sure that you guys are in chat. I want to make sure you guys are here. And I'm going to be teaching you guys these same exact chart setups, these same exact patterns, these same exact strategies starting on July 15th, right? So next Monday is the day that we're starting this on up, July 15th, because today is currently what, July 9th? Yep. So July 15th, guys, is our summer boot camp. And as long as you guys are here on tradecaster.com, you guys are going to be having access to our boot camp, as we are going to be doing it live in chat with you guys every single day. So absolutely great. Little sign out. You got a nice 62K order, 62K bid, 65K now at 283 on ALT. That's some nice support. But I just wanted to go over my trade. I wanted to talk to you guys about my trade, show you guys how quick, how easy, and again, if you're prepared, how much you can make in such a short amount of time. All right. So awesome job, guys. Let's carry on with our regular scheduled program, and let's see what's going to be coming on up next.